Hey guys, this is your Instructional Technology Coordinator, Tyler Britt, with another edition of Snack Pack, Rapid Fire PD. Today, I want to talk to you a little bit about a cool feature in Google Maps that will actually allow you to create and customize your own maps and then share that content with other users, like your students. So let's jump in here. I'm just on Google's homepage. You'll notice that I'm signed into my RQS account. You'll need to be signed into your account, and I want to get to Google Maps. I can either do that by clicking on my apps grid and hitting more and clicking maps, or I can always navigate straight away to maps.google.com and that will take me there. It's going to take me to where I'm currently located, which I'm sitting in at RSEC right now. So there I am right at 350 Highway. You'll see that I'm signed in. I want to come over here to the left and I want to click just below the search bar on My Maps. When you click on My Maps, you're going to see My Maps. I have a spot where I can see all of my maps. I have one created today, and I can also create a new map. Let me show you quickly what a created map looks like. For instance, I have this map that I just made called Midwest States and Capitals. Let me zoom out a little bit. Here's just a quick idea on how maybe you could use this. Obviously, you could use this in lots of capacities, not just for geography, history, showing the path of something like the Oregon Trail or a migration or important cities during an event, for instance, the Civil Rights Movement, but also in literature, when you're reading a story, when you're trying to make the setting of a place seem real. So if you're reading a story that takes place in Europe, maybe during World War II, what are some key landmarks you could pinpoint on a map and have kids actually use the street view on Google to get to? Here's a really basic example, though. So I've got my different markers here denoting the capitals of different Midwest states. Okay, now I can go back to create a new map anytime. If I open the original map here, it's going to open up the Midwest states and capitals map, and then I can continue to add. So let's say I need to add a new map, a new spot on the map. I can type in Des Moines, Iowa. It's going to take me to this view of Des Moines. I click on the green and I click Add to Map. I can come back and click on this and I can actually edit and add some other things. I can put some directions to this, or I can remove it from the map. Right now I'm just trying to put these on the map. I can change the color of these different things, and I can also add other layers, which allows me, if I can zoom back out here, if I were to add another layer, I could title this layer okay, so if I want to add another layer, I could do Oklahoma City, add to map, and I can change the color of this layer to maybe be blue, and maybe I call this Southwest. Not really sure you would call Oklahoma Southwest, but for the purposes of my example, you see how now I've got different colors, so I can show different regions on the map, okay? So I'm going to go back to just maps.google.com and show you how I got there. Again, I'm signed in as myself. I'm going to click on My Maps, and then I'm going to click Create. When I get Create, you're going to see the screen that I just had. It's going to just take me out to the United States. Maybe I'm going to do the Washington Monument in Washington, D.C. Perhaps I want to add that. Click on it, Add to Map. My kids can get there easily and then do Street View and take a look at it. Maybe I'm going to do Arlington National Cemetery. Click, Add, and maybe I'll do the Thomas Jefferson Memorial, and I'll click and Add to Map. Okay. Now that I've got the items on here that I want, I can share this map. You'll see that I've got a Share a Person Plus button. Let me go ahead and change this. DC Tours. Save that. And you're going to see me get the same share screen that I normally would. So I can add individual names of people, and I decide if I want them to be able to edit or just view. So for your students, you probably want them to view. Great way for kids to create their own maps with landmarks on it. Great way for you to push out research places, landmarks that you might want your kids to view. So customizable maps in Google Maps, really cool feature. I hope that you found this to be helpful, and until next time, onward we go.